All right, hi guys. Let me make sure that, well, you guys might just have to look at the ceiling. Good morning. Good morning. I have new hair. Yes, I have new hair. Yes, yes, yes. It's a mix of Poison Ivy meets Daphne from Scooby-Doo. This is the vibe. I just had it done yesterday, guys. Yes, just had it done yesterday. I need some green jewelry because redheads look so good in green. Good morning, Kristen. Good morning. So I have not done a founders chat since August. I was in New York last week, and it's just not possible. Like all my extra time in New York is like on the train. So no founders chats last week. We were quiet. You guys didn't have to deal with me. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, guys. But we have so much to cover. Oh my goodness. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come in. I'm going to announce myself. And then we are going to get this party started. Have a nice little list. Have some shout outs today. Have a little bit of training. Kristen is on the live. I am opening her package. Yes, her package. As well as, let's see, who else did I? Oh, as well as we have some news you can use from Sticker Mule. And Diana of Arctic Angel Treasures. Yes, I am building my collection. I have not purchased from everyone. Do not take personal offense. It's just a money situation. I try to purchase like once a week from a different seller so I can build my collection. So let me share myself out really quickly. Let me know if you're in the comments. And then we are going to get this started. Welcome to my showroom. Mostly clothing. Yes, the ceiling is lovely. This building is where the cap, do I have a cap on anything? No, I don't have any water bottles near me. It's where the cap was invented. Yeah, here in Baltimore, and it dates from 1910. And it's for artists. So artists can rent these spaces, and it's really great because we have a small house, so I can keep all my stuff here. Okay, founders chat happening now. Shipping to Canada training. That is what we are doing today. I almost said shop live now. Tune in live now or catch the replay. Alrighty, so you guys are gonna see that announcement. I know, it's crazy. So this building, so it's like, here, let me show you. It's like, imagine like all the workers. So they built walls. So it just used to be one big room, but look at that window. Look at how, I know. And a lot of us, and please don't mind the mess. This is kind of storage. There's literally a crib for my unborn child right there. That is a child's crib. That is a mannequin in the mirror. That's really creepy. So there's a lot going on here. As well as there's actually jewelry on the floor. Who else does this? Who leaves their jewelry? Yep. You're not the only one. Good morning, Maria. Hi, Debbie. All right, I want to say hi to everyone. The one and only Nicole. Does it look like a wig? That's hilarious. That means that my stylist did a good job. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing who else is here. Hi, Lindsay. I believe, Lindsay, let me know, are you in Canada? I believe you are one of our amazing Canadian sellers. RMI Finds, welcome. Yes. Okay, cool. So I'm not putting pressure on you at all. If you stick around and you have more insights, I am by no means an expert with Canadian to US shipping. So I am going to offer a little bit of insight. And then as well as, this is for our US sellers to understand how to ship to Canada to give them the best rates. Yes, let's all dye our hair and then buy new jewelry that aligns with our hair. Okay, guys, so first of all, I want to thank you all for being incredible. We had a record-breaking month in Vintage Jewelry Addicts. I do not believe she's on the live, but we did have our highest price point items sold for $100 by Hues of Violet. And I need to personally message her. Let me make a note. Hues of Violet, she has a pop-up live today. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty sure 100 is the highest price point that we have sold since we restarted in April, and that is crazy. That is crazy to me. I'm not exactly sure what the item was. It might have been a lot, but long story short, shout out to Hues of Violet. And then, of course, I don't want to talk about it. And then, of course, we have our top sellers and our top buyers. And I have some news for our top buyers. And I'm sorry that you guys have been neglected, not intentionally, just mostly because we're just evolving every month and figuring out how to create more of a sense of community. So I'm going to open up our leaderboard. It's right there, right in front of my face. Okay, so last month, do you remember? In September. All right, well, this is August, guys. We're talking about August. Oh my God, things I try to do to maintain a top spot. I feel like it's an episode of The Office. You know what, Kristen? Here's the funny thing about this situation, and I have to DM you personally. So I want to congratulate. Actually, let's do a top 10. Let's do a top 10, okay? Jamie of Flippin' Vintiques, #1. She's not in the chat. Top seller of the month of August. This is my drum. I wish I had some sort of noise I could actually make. I wish I had like some sort of tambourine. Tambourine, okay? Melody of Melody Jones, #2. And Kristen of Keenly, Kristen, #3. Now, I know that she's in the comments, and she's like, I want my #1 spot back. But here's the funny, I'm about to put golden tickets in my mailers. I love it. Here's the funny thing. So, Kristen, first of all, I want to say thank you for being a top seller in our community. So, one of the incentives of being top seller is that their next live sale, they get a reduced commission, right? So Jamie and Melody already have reduced commissions. So Kristen, you still get reduced commission for your next live sale. So I will DM you about that so that you can have an amazing, productive, profitable live sale. And thanks for being a committed live seller here in Vintage Jewelry Addicts. So that is the funny thing about all of this, is that you're still like you're still #1. You're still getting the award of being #1. And yes, we all win. We all win. So let's go down the list. Yes, I know. Kristen's laughing. Sorry, guys. This is my little brass guy that's keeping my my phone up. Okay. And again, guys, you can always find this under leaderboard, and then you should be able to adjust the month. Let me know if you have problems. Okay, #4, Amy of South Jersey Mama Shop. Amy has been, she's been busy, okay? She has been a busy South Jersey Mama Shop. Congratulations, Amy. Debbie, who I believe is in the comments, #5, seller #5, Gypsy Warrior, Artist, Healer, Dealer. Cherie of French Rose Vintage. I already gave her a shout out. Hints of Violet, #7. Elsie of the Thrifting Teacher, who I just learned is in New York. Jay of the Jade Peacock. And Diana of Arctic Angels Treasures. And I have one of her treasures to open up live today so that we can all partake in learning more about what our sellers are offering us. So I don't like this. Hold on. I want to make sure that you guys can actually, is this better? Maybe that's better. Yeah, this is probably better. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. I have my headset because what's the word? The not audio, but the there's a specific word for it, but long story short, it echoes. It echoes in here. Okay, this is much better. Okay, hi guys. Hi Misbehave. Hi Misbehave. Okay, so we wouldn't be a community without our top buyers. Okay, we wouldn't. It just wouldn't be a thing. So I also want to congratulate our top buyers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for investing in us, for connecting with your favorite sellers, for putting in requests, for showing up on the lives, for even being a wallflower on the live, for just continuing to give us your energy, for collecting it all because we are crazy, awesome, addicted. All right. So, number one, the month of August, and she is here, is Miss B. Hey! She is our top seller of the month, okay? And again, I'm so sorry, our top buyer of the month. Our top buyer of the month, guys. And while I haven't been able to do this in previous months, I can, hold on, are we ready? Share. If the buyer is interested, there's no pressure. I can ship them a very special thank you for being a top buyer in the community. As of today, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Okay. This opportunity will also be available for our subscribers. This is what we call swag. Introducing Vintage Jewelry Addicts magnets. Hold on. Is this a magnet? Yes, guys, we have magnets. Give it up for the magnet that you can put on your fridge. You can put wherever magnets can be magnetized in your life. And misbehave, I will get your address. I'm going to send you some magnets. I'm also going to send you, hold on, it gets better. It gets better because it surely ain't shit we all get. Love it. Okay, hold on. It gets better. It gets better. Vintage Jewelry Addicts hologram stickers. Yes, we have stickers. We have magnets. Shout out to Jamie. I don't think she's in the comments, but Jamie of Flippin' Vintique, she is our assistant. She designed this logo. She designed this logo, and I am so grateful because I love it. It is perfect. It is clear, right? It's so clear. The gem is what I love the most. That is, I love it. I love it. It's going to be in everything. Everything. Vintage Jewelry Addicts. Everything. So, Misbehave, thank you so much. I will send you a personal message. Thank you for being our top buyer in the community. But we cannot forget Terry, a warrior girl, number 2. Terry, I love your icon because I feel like that's our eyes when we get addicted. We're just like, I'm addicted. And number 3, who is also our top seller, she is also our number 3 buyer, and that is Jamie of Flippin' Vintiques. But please, thank you to everyone who has been participating in the community. You guys can always check it out. You can see who's active. You can send them a message. You can connect. I love the leaderboard for that. Of course, it is, as Kristen said, it's a healthy competition, but it's also a way for us to stay connected and to, really understand who's who in this community. We are quickly growing. Hi, Living Bliss Vintage. This is so great. And if you guys are a subscriber and you stay a subscriber for the month of October, I'm also going to send you stickers and magnet. And coming soon, I haven't received the package, but let me show you guys. I haven't received the package to make sure that it looks good. Vintage Jewelry Addicts branded poly mailers. So, yes, if you are a subscriber or a top seller or any of the above, I will send you some Vintage Jewelry Addicts branded poly mailers. I just haven't received the samples yet to make sure it looks good. But I'm so excited, as owner admin of this community, to continue to build the assets for you guys to feel like, you guys are a brand within a brand. That's what it is. our sellers, our buyers. Our buyers are choosing sellers who have branded themselves within the brand. And Vintage Jewelry Addicts, we are a vehicle for you to brand yourself. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm seeing a lot of comments. I may have missed one. Rigged. You're so funny. What about the one on your phone? Oh, you want the one on my phone. Should I make that? So that wasn't mine. I feel bad taking someone's design, Nancy. I mean, I could redesign it. So the one on my phone, you guys can't see, it says Kiss My Vintage. So when I take a photo of someone, what they see is Kiss My Vintage. I forget who made that. I don't want it to come back to me that I stole someone's design. But maybe I could create something similar. Kiss my jewelry. Kiss my vintage jewelry. Kiss my something. Yeah. All right, guys. That was fun. That was so fun. Okay. So, let's skip to something else that's very exciting. I do have some admin stuff before we do our training. And, but I also, again, want to encourage everyone, if you get a package from a seller and you want to share it, we have chats, community chats. And you can tag the seller, you can tag myself, you can tag Jamie. We will tag the whole community so that we can celebrate your purchase. We can see that purchase in your home, on your body, whatever. Kristen, I must admit, you really taped this one, girl. I love it. I can't open it. Can't open it. I might have to use scissors. Be careful. Be careful with scissors, guys. Let me cut over here. So we really, really welcome that. We want you guys to use the chat as much as you wish. Even if you're a seller and you've gone on a buying spree and you want to celebrate what you bought. I did that the other day because I was in New York and I went to this famous flea market and was able to score some really incredible pieces. Okay, wow. Kristen is no joke with her packaging. No joke. Do you guys see this? Wait, what? It's a whole, wait, what? Look at this. So awesome. 2 stickers. Oh my, okay, nothing is happening to this. And I will admit, I shipped something, I don't know, 2 months ago. I didn't package it the best way, and part of it did break. So this really does help. I've learned my lesson. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that? Oh my God. So Kristen is so funny. I bought this so long ago, and then I left town. Oh my God. Oh. This is a moment. This is a moment. Look at this necklace. Look at the fringed chain, as I call it. Look at that chain mail. Oh my God, look at this beautiful piece of Avon history. Okay, let's put it on. I am ready. No, wait. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me it was a brooch as well. I just got a 2 for 1. It can be a brooch. It looks like a Medal of Honor. It can be a brooch. It's so deliciously long. What a chain. Kristen! Guys, this is from Miss Keenly Kristen. If you have not shopped her live sales, you do not know what you're missing. Okay? Oh my gosh. I love it. Ha! A 4-pound box of jewelry. Hi, Living Bliss Vintage. I'm so happy to see you. Okay. Wow. Do you guys, look at this. This is so great. This is it. This is the piece I'm going to wear every day, fall 2024. I forgot the year. Fall 2024. I also want to give a shout out to Melody Jones. I'm wearing a piece that I bought from her let me get that hairy hair tie out. A number of months ago. It got a little schmutz on it. That was my fault. But look at this guy. Oh, I love my Vintage Jewelry Addict story. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. Okay. I wish she were here. I don't know if Diana's here, so I'll have to let her know later. I jumped on Diana's live, I don't know, maybe 10 days ago. And if you guys are sleeping on Diana of Arctic Angel Treasures, she, first of all, is so knowledgeable and very humble about it. Really, really inspired by that. And I have invited her to do a free training with us on particularly how to date pre-1920s. I think most of us, being jewelry addicts, right, we're pretty good with the 20th century. But I know myself, once it becomes the turn of the century and older, I'm like, what? What is this? How do I describe this? Is this Edwardian? Is this Victorian? Is this Edwardian revival, right? Where it's a little bit newer, but it looks Edwardian. Is this Art Nouveau? I don't know, right? And so, Diana, we are going to create something for free for the whole community. And I'm really looking forward to that. And some of you will be invited for those sort of trainings. As well as our subscribers, they get very, very special trainings that are different. So if you guys want to become a subscriber, you are eligible to receive those trainings as well. Oh, look, she gave me 2 surprises. So when you guys sell something, you can print out a receipt. You don't have to, but you can. If you have the extra printer paper, you can. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I just buy pretties. Every day I give away my children's inheritance, I'm sure. I know, yeah. We're addicted. Oh, she gave me a little cleaner. I needed this. Thank you. Thank you, Diana. I know you're not here. I don't think you're here. I love this necklace too. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's like the jewelry, it's always better in person. Look at this, guys. Oh my God. It's a more modern piece, but I am so here for it. So here for it. You know what? We're just going to wear it all. We are just going to wear it all. I don't care. So I think this piece, if I remember correctly, it's probably a 90s piece. This lobster clasp is a little tricky. Hold on. Let's get it. Okay. Oh. Screams goddess, yes. Oh my God. You think you have the earrings to this? Shut the front door. DM me immediately. Oh man. Okay. Wow. Okay, these discs are so good. And it looks like they were like personally hammered. Someone made these discs and attached them together. This looks like a handmade piece to me. Speaking of handmade, we are going to create something for our handmade peeps. It's coming. Okay. Here is the other piece that I bought from her. This one is Victorian Revival with I forget what this is called. I guess like a ball and I don't know what this is called. It's like a barbell, I guess, but there's probably a better word for it. Someone in the comments let me know. A barbell clasp. And this one isn't as bright of a gold because this is an older piece. But look, you know what? This is really bad lighting, but look at that detail. Are we going to wear this too? Yes, we are. We are absolutely doing it all. Toggle. Yeah, maybe toggle. A barbell toggle. How about that? Oh, my God. Okay, it's not quite tight enough, but you guys get the vision of wearing them together. It's always okay to wear multiple pieces of jewelry. It's always fun. I support you. Thank you so much, Diana. She also gave me, she gave me some freebies. Oh my gosh. Did she give me a Bakelite 1940s? It looks like it. Yeah, oh yeah. She gave me an oldie. Do you guys see that pin in the back? This is definitely at least 1940s. Look at this one. Maybe celluloid. Diana, I'm going to have to ask you. This is so awesome. Thank you. You know, should I wear it? I don't want to poke myself. Let's see here. This is just like a gym shirt, so that's fine. Let's wear it all. There we go. This might just be borderline ridiculous, but we're doing it. And then, so sweet. You guys can always give freebies. It is legally allowed. So I appreciate Diana. Thank you so much. Some clip-ons. I already have earrings, but these are great. Long live the clip-on, right, guys? Long live the clip-on. It looks like she picked these because they do match with this piece right here. It's a very similar gold tone, kind of like a worn down, worn away gold. Ah! So good! So good. Oh my gosh, I have so much bubble paper in front of me, which we support reusing. Don't ever feel bad about recycling packaging in Vintage Jewelry Addicts. We are also here to be sustainable, not just addicted, but sustainable. So that was fun. That was so fun. Thank you so much to all of our sellers for providing us with incredible goodies. Now for a little bit of admin review, and then we're going to do some training. So if you guys have to leave, you can always watch the replay for the training. And I also have some videos that highlight all of this. I'm just doing it live so that if there's questions, we can cover those questions, okay? Hi, Mecca. Mecca, I saw your text. So hold on, let me write you back. So you're just waiting for 3. Hi, Mecca. Mecca runs my NYC secondhand shopping tour, and she gets to sell on the platform, Mecca. We get to have you here ASAP. Okay, so a little bit of admin. Let's start with the tough stuff first. So I made an announcement about this, and I want to apologize because I was not aware of this rule. I was not aware of this, I guess, term and condition of using District, is that you can't cross-post. And so we have reached out to a few sellers. It is okay. Look, we're not going to kick you off or, do anything to you because you have been cross-posting. But just FYI, unfortunately, you can't cross-post the same item between marketplaces on District. I don't think that applies to Etsy or eBay, but at least within District, you can't post here the same item that you're going to post somewhere else. So if you have done that, if you could just take some time to decide where you want to keep that item listed, we really appreciate it. And again, we encourage you to sell with other communities. Here's why: because you make relationships in those other communities and you bring them to Vintage Jewelry Addicts. It's a win-win. We want you to be successful. We want you to make as much money, form as many customer connections as possible. But the cross-posting, unfortunately, District has let us know because we had a few people that were cross-posting. So I just want to do my due diligence and just make sure that you guys are as aware as possible. It is now a part of the onboarding information, so anyone who's a new seller can realize, hey, if you post this pen in Vintage Jewelry Addicts, you can't post it in another District marketplace. Okay? Thank you, Misbehave. All right, so last night unfortunately, I had scheduled a live and I forgot. I was very tired, so I did not host last night. But starting this Monday, you guys get to hang out with me, and I hope you do. I hope you come, because every Monday night, starting next week, unless something's going on, and then I just won't schedule it. But you could list on another platform. I believe that's fine. I mean, I'm okay with it. Just keep track. But within District, you can't. So like if you're a member of Knickknacks, you can't list the same item on Knickknacks and Vintage Jewelry Addicts. So, okay, what was I going to say? Monday night will be a really fun night. Monday nights are going to be, hey, let's get a cup of tea. Maybe you guys are having dinner, a glass of wine, whatever, like a neat whiskey, whatever you guys need to settle yourselves down from the day. And we're going to shop Vintage Jewelry Addicts together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring about 15 to 20 items to my shop. Most of those items are going to be pieces that, might just be amazing, like eye-catching pieces that I love, as well as maybe from our #1 seller of the month, or maybe from one of our subscribers. And I want you guys to come and just shop my picks, right? And what we want to do in the future as this evolves is invite our sellers on because we can do duo lives, and our sellers shop Vintage Jewelry Addicts and show their favorite picks. This is a way for you guys to explore. I think we're at 4,000 listings now. Let me double check. I mean, it's only going to double. Okay, no, we're not at 4,000. Why did I think we were at 4,000? We're almost at 3,000 listings. And it's a way for you guys to explore those listings and to like see what's out there, as well as to learn about pieces, because some of the pieces we might bring up, we might, talk about the era or the designer or what's unique about it. And it's, it's a casual way to shop, right? Like I'm going to be selling pieces from the community. Our sellers who come on and show their top picks, it's the same thing. It's probably going to be about 30, 45 minutes. It's just a great thing to pop onto to see what's happening. Maybe it's going to be like brand new items from the week, or maybe if we have like a theme that week, right, which is coming. I have to talk about that. But if we have a themed week, then maybe Monday night is showcasing all the items or some of the items that fit into that theme. So I'm really looking forward to it. This means that you guys get to be annoyed by me Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday night, I believe it's going to be like around 7 or 8 p.m. EST, and then Wednesday and Friday mornings at 10:30 EST. So it's going to start this Monday. I was so tired. Like it wasn't last night, it was the night before. I was not present. I was just so wiped from New York City. But I'm really, really looking forward to that. And again, it's going to be another great way for us to meet sellers and to, really understand what's happening in the marketplace, because some of these marketplace sellers are amazing, but they're not hosting live sales. And we really want to make sure that you guys get to meet them through their listings. Okay, so speaking of themes, speaking of trains. So we launched Pop-Up Lives on August 19th. Congratulations to all of our Pop-Up Live sellers. You guys, you've showed up. Some live sales have been better than others, but the point being is that we are building, a reputation of like, oh yeah, let me check Vintage Jewelry Addicts and see who's selling today. Or like a seller might say, hey, every Monday I'm going to do a pop-up, or every Wednesday I'm going to do a pop-up. And then their customers come to expect that. Weekends is still for our subscribers. We welcome you to subscribe to book the weekend live sales spots, which are promoted. I do notice that the promotion helps. That is why we are offering it at a very nominal monthly fee. It's $6 a month to sign up as a tier 1 subscriber. Tier 2 and tier 3 have different benefits, different price points, but tier 1 is just $5.99 a month. In order to schedule weekend live sales, you can always cancel for the next month, no big deal. But with our pop-up live sales, we do want to create an opportunity for people to be like, yeah, I really want to participate this week, because this is something that I can be a part of, that's a part of the community, that's being promoted by other members of the community, and that is themes. So by next week, there's going to be some sort of Google Calendar or doc, I'm not sure how to set it up yet, that is going to have different theme weeks and different theme days. So a theme day is going to be where we encourage you guys to list or promote items that are within a theme. So maybe that's you're listing a bunch of auctions that are just static auctions, or maybe it's lots, or maybe it's broken jewelry, right? A lot of us have broken jewelry. Like, let's let that go. And our theme weeks are going to be more so universal themes like fall or Christmas or signed jewelry or silver jewelry or 14 karat gold, things like that, where again, it's going to be something that you guys can partake in. It's, it's not, how do I say, required, but it is encouraged, because we will help to promote that for you guys. The themed weeks aren't going to be every week. That's just a lot for us right now. It's probably going to be like 2 weeks out of the month or 1 week out of the month to start. If there are sellers here who are interested in creating a train around a theme, please reach out to me or Jamie, because we're not going to be able to really create that without the help of the sellers. But if there is a seller that's like, yeah, I want to do a theme train the week of September, I'm trying to think, 16th, and blah, 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 and I'd be like, hey, let's go. We support you. Here's some sellers you can reach out to. So we want to start cultivating that for our Monday through Thursday live sales. Our subscriber weekends will also have some themes that will be promoted to those subscribers. And then you guys, as a community, will learn what those themes are. Okay, and I'm going down the list really quickly. I think our final thing that I want to go over is that if you are interested in grabbing a flyer that's been designed for you, I will repost this in the seller support chat because I know a lot of times things get missed. But we have a flyer that you can edit and make well, first you want to make a copy of it. So let me click edit. All right. So the way that you make a copy is you click duplicate page. It's the plus sign. And it makes a copy. And you just click the name and then double click, delete, and then you can type your name, right? And what you can do is you have to notice the page. So this is page 2. This is page 1. This is page 2. So let's say KJLK is your brand. You go to share. You go to download. You can keep the MP4 video or change to PNG. And then you deselect all pages and you select your page. Click done, click download. If you have trouble with this, we can do it for you. I don't mind doing that. But we want you to be able to use this because it is nice. It's, well, it's more than nice. It's well designed. Thank you, Jamie. And you guys can use this to promote your live sales, especially if you have other social media followings and you just haven't been able to tell them, hey, I'm selling on this platform. Come check me out here. Thank you, Debbie, for that. Diana, oh my God, you missed. I'm wearing your jewelry. I'm wearing your jewelry, Diana. Okay, so making sure I went over everything. Okay. I would say the only thing that I haven't reviewed is that if you are interested in becoming a subscriber, we're going to do another big promotion today. You can join at any time. It's not like you have to join at the top of the month because it will charge you in 30-day increments. But all you have to do is on the homepage, click subscribe. And because I'm logged in right now, oh, well, it's just showing tier 3. Let me go to Firefox and see if it will, yes, okay. So click subscribe, and then it will show you tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Tier 2 and tier 3, what I love is that we do have a very, exclusive educational component for our subscribers that are in tier 2, tier 3. That's going to be announced for the end of the month. I'm deciding on the day. For September, it's actually going to be all about social media promotion. And I'm really excited about that. So I would love for you guys to subscribe. And if you subscribe monthly, it's a little bit more than if you subscribe yearly. But if you subscribe monthly, then you can just kind of test it out and decide if it's for you the next month. You can always cancel. Okay, so let's talk about Canadian shipping. Who here, if you guys are tuning in, I know we only have 9 live viewers, but who here has shipped to Canada? Or who has wanted, maybe even who has wanted to ship to Canada, but you haven't been able to because you're like, I don't know how to, and it's so expensive, and I don't know, it's costing me $25 to ship to Canada. Thank you, Kristen. Yes, Debbie. And I taught Jamie. So I taught Jamie and Jamie taught you, and we are going to teach everybody. So again, if you guys are like, okay, I can't quite follow all of this, we have videos in our onboarding now, which is all about Canadian shipping. So I first learned about this in 2020 because I stepped back into full-time resale using the power of Facebook. And really recognized that going to the post office to ship was the most expensive thing. First, just using District to purchase your shipping labels is always the best way. If you do not have a inkjet printer, which I don't have mine with me, I'm sorry, a thermal inkjet printer, I don't have mine with me, but that enables you to use this paper 4x6 to print your shipping labels, and it is sticky paper. Sorry guys, I have a frog in my throat. It is sticky paper, so it is very easy to put on your poly mailers. I will also share a link to the thermal inkjet printer that I love in the seller support today. But that's my number one suggestion wherever you're selling is don't go to the post office. You're paying retail. You're not getting the discounted shipping, whether that's US, Canada, anywhere. You're paying retail. Now, here's the thing about District. I love District. It's great, love it. But I think that it's hard for the platforms to get the best shipping rates to Canada because there's a way that Pirate Ship, as an example, which we are going to learn about today, they are able to form a relationship with another mail carrier that reduces the cost, all right? So that's essentially what's happening is when you use Pirate Ship, and I'm about to show you guys how, to ship to Canada, you're getting the best rates. I'm going to explain to you how to get the best rates. And they are shipping it to their own shipping center, and then it's being processed, and there's another carrier that's a discount shipping carrier that delivers it. That's essentially what's happening versus with the other ways to ship to Canada, it's just going straight through USPS. This is my limited knowledge. I don't know, but I've never had a problem. I have used it again since 2020. It's been very successful for me to continue to grow my resale business to include Canada. All right. And we want our Canadian buyers to feel like they're being taken care of. So first and foremost, if you guys are not a member of Pirate Ship, I want you to go to ship.pirateship.com, or you could just Google Pirate Ship. It's a really cute platform. Their whole thing is about pirates. Ahoy, Captain. Yar, log me in. So what you guys are going to do, is you're going to create a free account. Now, I already have an account, so I'm not going to create an account. But it's very, very simple. You're going to put in payment information. It's going to charge that payment every time you purchase a shipping label. You're going to put in a return address. You can have multiple return addresses, so you can actually, pick and choose depending on what address you want as your return address. Everything is very easy. But once you make your free account, this is the secret to getting the best shipping rates. I clicked the customer service button down below, okay? And what you have to do, and I have a recent message, their customer service is excellent, by the way. As you can see, Betsy was helping me out before. But what you have to do is say, very nicely, because kindness matters, hey there, I am new to Pirate Ship. And I'm typing with one hand, sorry guys. Can you add simple export rate to my account? Okay? You actually have to ask for simple export rate. It will add it to your account automatically. I don't believe you need to wait for a human unless it's changed since 2020. Thank you, Diana. Kristen, thank you so much for your encouragement. Thank you. Once it's added to your account, alrighty, what you're gonna do is log in, and hold on guys, I have to log in. Hold on. Okay, we are logging in, and there's a lot here. And I think at first glance, you might be a little overwhelmed, but there's a lot that you can ignore, all right? The easiest thing is to click Create a Single Label. Now, when you sell to someone in Canada, with that purchase, okay, you are going to see addresses. I do not believe that I have shipped to Canada recently using the platform. I'm going to see if there's anybody. Okay. But basically, you have to, there we go. You have to take this shipping address that's in the shipment of the sale that you made, and you have to essentially copy and paste it over to Pirate Ship. The email is optional if you are in communication with that customer and you can message them and say, hey, what is your email? Because the email does not show here, at least not to my knowledge, but you can send them a message and say, hey, what's your email? That way, they get this notification as well. It's just great customer service. Now, obviously, we're not doing the United States. We are doing Canada. All right, so we're going to choose Canada. Where's Canada? There we go, Canada, okay? I have a couple of Canadian buyers, so let me, actually, I'm going to use someone else that has a new or an old address. Yes, this is her old address. So let's say I'm hypothetically sending a package to Jen. All right. I have my ship from, which is automatic, but you can use this drop-down menu and you can change it. And then I have saved package. You can ignore that. And again, I'm going to go back up. You want to make sure you put everything in correctly. Canada's pretty easy. It's a different zip code, but it's pretty self-explanatory. The type of packaging. Okay. Unless you're sending a 4-pound package to a buyer in Canada, most likely you're doing an envelope, padded envelope, polybag, soft bag, or box in a bag. What that's going to look like for most of us is an envelope like this. Now, this is a 4x6, or it might be a 4x7. It's a little bit smaller than, say, the size of this one, or what Kristen gave me, which I can't find it. Here it is. Kristen's, I think, is probably like an 8x5, something like that. But you want to measure your bag and put the measurements here. So let's pretend it's an 8x5. And then you want to actually put the package weight. Now, here's the tricky thing, is that not all of us have a scale. If you are interested in getting a scale, it will help you with other aspects of your resale business. And I'm just going to show you my scale, okay? It's about $30 on Amazon. But I would say typically, if you're shipping 1, 2, 3 pieces of jewelry, it's going to be about 10 or 12 ounces, okay? If you want to put 15 just to be safe, that's great. But what I'm also going to tell you guys is that if your shipping is wrong, they will just charge your account. And that's the beautiful thing about using Pirate Ship, is that you're not going to have something sent back because it was 2 pounds and you put 1 pound. And I love that. And that's okay with me. I'm like, charge me the extra money and make sure that my package gets to the buyer. So I'm just going to pretend that this is about 12 ounces, okay? I'm going to sign it as myself. Don't sign it as your business. Sign it as yourself. Merchandise is fine. I tend to put gift just to make it safe. And then you have to actually describe what you're selling, or I'm so sorry, what you're shipping. Now, don't just put jewelry. You want to put ring, or you want to put silver tone ring. This just helps with customs, just so that, you know, there's as much communication as possible about what's entering the country. If you ship 3 rings, you're going to put 3. If you ship 1, you're going to put 1. Items total value in USD. Maybe they spent 20 bucks. Maybe they spent 5. Maybe they spent 70, okay? Items total weight in pounds. Again, this is where, especially with jewelry, I tend to estimate, but you can use a scale. I'm gonna put 5 ounces. Harmonization number. I know, you're like, what the heck is this? This is where you have to click search numbers and you actually have to put ring because you're shipping them a ring or you're shipping them a necklace or you're shipping them a bracelet. Wow, there's a ton of rings here. Let's see, it's not a dental appliance. It's not a device to prevent leakage. Small objects of personal wait, okay, I think that's what a ring is. Let's say that it's base metal. Imitation jewelry of base metal, other. You don't want to grab this. I don't know why it doesn't work. You want to grab that bottom number. You're going to copy this number. You're going to go back and you're going to put that number here. This is fairly new. When I first started selling internationally in 2020, I didn't have to do this. But again, it's not that difficult. You just have to make sure you get the number to the item as close as possible. Always make sure that the item's origin is US. International tax ID, you do not have to worry about for Canada. You can completely skip that. Okay, so let's go over this one more time. If I had Jen's email, I would put it there. You can message your customer and ask them for their email. I have the address, which I got from that shipment, right? Now this is US, not Canada, but hypothetically. I have my return address. I'm not clicking rubber stamps. That does not apply. I'm not using a saved package. I am choosing poly mailer, most likely because I'm shipping in something like this. I am measuring my poly mailer. It's 8 by 5. I'm either estimating the weight because, it's a few pieces of jewelry, or I'm actually putting it on a scale. No extra services, no hazardous materials unless you think that your ring is going to blow up. You have to do the customs form. Sign it as yourself, not your business. I just choose gift. You can choose merchandise as well. This is if it's paper. So it's either gift or merchandise. And then you have to individually put the customs line item. So let's say that I actually also shipped a bracelet. Then I have to include the bracelet. Now, just for the sake of this example, I'm just going to trash that there. I'm only going to pretend like I'm shipping a ring and that ring is 5 total ounces. When I'm putting the total ounces of the package weight, it also is including the weight of this, which is like 1 ounce, maybe 2 ounces. Okay? And I'm going to press get rates. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. It has your great recap here. When you click this open, you're going to see so many options, okay? Priority Mail Express International, Priority Mail International, UPS, First Class Package International, UPS Standard, Pirate Ship, Simple Export Rate. This is what Pirate Ship is giving us for free. The deepest discount available, $12.99. Now you still might be thinking to yourself, what? It's 12 ounces. How is it $12.99? Well, unfortunately, this is the reality of shipping to Canada, but I guarantee you that this is less than what you're probably going to get on District. Estimated to deliver in 1 to 3 weeks. Typically, it takes 1 week, sometimes 2. I've never seen 3 weeks. Now, here's the thing. From what I know, if you choose UPS, because you're like, well, I'll just, I'll pay a little bit extra, blah, blah, blah. I believe that UPS always charges taxes on the other side. I would not select UPS. Always select Pirate Ship Simple Export Rate. This is just what I've heard through the grapevine from other sellers, is that unfortunately, because this is a private carrier, they charge taxes on the other side. So we don't want that. We don't want our buyer to pay taxes on a $20 ring, right? Now, the ship date, you can always change that. Let's say it's the 4th, but you're actually going to ship it on the 7th. That's fine. You don't have to. And there's going to be payment method here. You can always change that. I have a credit card because I get more points. Let's say you made a mistake. You can go back to previous step or cancel and delete label. But what you actually have to do is buy the label on Pirate Ship. Okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to not buy the label. I'm going to pretend that I bought the label. I'm going to go to hold on guys, I shipped to her. Let's pretend that I bought the label from the last example. This page is going to show up and you can copy this tracking information, okay? It says Ahoy, it's so cute. You want to copy this. You want to go back to that Canadian buyer's shipment. And you're going to be able to, and I'm just going to bring up an example where I can actually do it. I think I can do it with this. Hold on. What's going to show, again, this is all hypothetical, so this isn't actually like a Canadian order, but you're going to see custom shipping. USPS, keep it as USPS, and you're going to put in that Canadian shipping information and add tracking number. So what does this do? This essentially gives that Canadian buyer a tracking number from Pirate Ship so that they know when their item is coming. All right, if you forget to add it, you can add it later. It's totally okay. I believe you are still paid within 2 weeks if you don't add tracking, as long as the buyer doesn't issue some sort of complaint. But better to put that, sorry guys, there's my mannequin. Better to put that tracking number in right away. Here's the next part that is different, is that you're not going to be able to print that shipping label from District. You have to print it from Pirate Ship. What's going to happen is it's going to show that it is shipping to the Pirate Ship Export Sorting Center. For me, it's in New York. If you guys are in California, it might be in Texas or Colorado. I'm not exactly sure, but I am shipping from Baltimore. You print this label and you put that on your package to your Canadian buyer. They receive it, they sort it, and then they send it to that Canadian buyer. I have not had a problem in my entire history of doing this, again, since 2020, knock on wood, okay? But the most important thing is that you take that tracking information and you put it back in the custom shipping. And again, this is what I did. I clicked view, and then I can do custom shipping, and I put it in there, and I don't create the label from District. I'm creating the label. Again, I'm buying the label, creating the label from Pirate Ship, okay? If this is like, oh my gosh, my brain's about to explode, that's a good thing, because these are the tips that will help to elevate you above, I look like a crazy person, above other sellers. Because our Canadian buyers, unfortunately, I am so sorry, you guys, there needs to be a better relationship with shipping between Canada and the US, but they do have to pay more. But if you can get them a better deal, if you can maybe hold their package and say, hey, Canadian buyer, I'm doing 2 more live sales this week. Do you want to shop the live sales? That way I can make sure I combine all your purchases. And then you can give them the best deal. Maybe you even take $5 off their shipping, right? If you charge them too much on District and you get a better deal on pirate ship, you can always refund them. So there's just a lot of ways that you can continue to cultivate the best relationship, the best buyer-seller relationship with your Canadian buyers. But if this does your brain, message me, message Jamie. Again, Pirate Ship is free. I am not sponsored by Pirate Ship. I have no relationship financially with Pirate Ship. If you find a better way, amen, do that. Do the best way. Let us know so that we can educate. But to my knowledge, this is the best way to get the lowest cost shipping. And you can use Pirate Ship for all of your shipments if you prefer. You just have to input that tracking information back to District. But District does make it really easy where you can just print out that shipping label for your US buyers. It's very comparable to Pirate Ship. I think it's either the same or maybe a few pennies more. You know, very minimal difference. But with the Canadian shipping, it is a big difference. Good to know Living Bliss Vintage. Hi, Candy Bar. So Living Bliss Vintage, very easy. Just added it to Pirate Ship. Amazing. They did let me know that no insurance is included and would need to be added. Okay, yes. And I think that's why some people choose UPS mistakenly, because it says $100 insurance, but then the buyer has to pay taxes to pick it up. I am pretty sure. Please don't sell exploding rings. I know, right? What do you tell your Canadian customers? So what I do traditionally is I charge that $13 because, as you saw, it was, let me go back here, guys. Ship. Okay. Yes, it was $12.99. $12.99. So I charge them maybe $14, you know, just for that shipping and handling. And if it goes over a pound, it's going to cost more. So experiment with Pirate Ship with a Canadian address. Begin to understand what the costs are so that you can better inform your buyers. But thankfully with jewelry, most of the time you're going to be shipping a pound or less. It's going to be $12.99, so you can charge them $13, maybe 50 cents each additional item, just to make sure that you cover your costs with processing fees and all of that. As well as, you know, these aren't free, obviously, as well as, you know, we're all sometimes adding swag and extra paper and things like that. So when you go to create your Canadian shipping, so sorry, and you do progressive shipping, it can be $13 for the first purchase, and then it can be 50 cents every purchase after that. I wish, in an ideal world, it wouldn't cost $13 for a 10-ounce package. Here in the US, a 10-ounce package is probably $4.50. But we can't, unless you want to offer your Canadian buyers a discount, you can. You can say, hey, Canadian buyers, I appreciate you. I'm just going to charge you $8 for your first purchase and 50 cents every item after that. So basically, it incentivizes that Canadian buyer to at least buy that first item. If they just buy the one item, you're going to lose $5. But if you charge, let them know I'm on a call you back. If you charge 50 cents every item after that, then you're going to get closer to that $13. And sometimes it's okay to lose money to make money. Obviously, you guys, you're running your own businesses. I'm not going to tell you how to make money. But I have done that before where I'm like, hey, I know you're in Canada. I'm just going to charge you $8 because I know you're buying a lot from me. Like, I'm going to give you reduced cost shipping. I totally get this. But you guys have to, you know, maybe that's like a one-on-one relationship. But during a live sale, you know, you just make it $13. You tell everyone you're giving them the best deal that you can hold the package if they buy more throughout the week. And again, it takes a lot of jewelry to reach a pound. So you can, I mean, this is a smaller guy, but you can stuff a lot in here. So, makes sense. I guess if all of the, If the shipping center is in New York, they might be adding a little bit more if you're on the West Coast. That stinks. Yeah, so I'm here on the East Coast, so it's $13. So play around, guys. Play around so that you can understand the best value to pass on. Not as much as you think. Let's see. I don't trust UPS. I'm not sponsored by UPS, so I endorse that message. I'm just seeing who else has commented because I missed a lot. Dear heavens, do not go retail. Yeah. So yeah, I've had some, gosh, I mean, look, I am more than happy to support every seller, but I have seen some sellers ship retail and I'm like, that could have cost you $8, but you spent $13 to ship it to me. Like, you know, and again, so the moral of the story is that, part of being in this community is we do want you to understand some of your options, but we would never ever say you have to use pirate ship. You don't have to. You do what is best for you, but know that that is available, and that, you know, from a personal experience, when I discovered it, it gave me a wider customer base. You know, I have never been to Canada. I need to visit, but I do know that there is interest from Canadian buyers to purchase goods in the US. And I don't ever want to put up a wall to that as a seller myself. And so I hope that this helps you guys. If you are a Canadian buyer and you're like, oh, I have another idea, and this is something another seller, let us know. Some Canadian buyers, they open PO boxes in the US. They have everything shipped to the PO box and then shipped to them. That is something that if a Canadian buyer enters our community and they're like, yeah, I really want to buy a lot, like maybe that's a better option for them. I don't know what those numbers look like for them, but I have seen some Canadian buyers do that. So I know that that is very much possible. You can use Shippo. Yes, Shippo. Shippo is another option. So let's talk about Canadian sellers to the US. And I think Lindsay has long gone, and I might need to touch base with her and see if she has any ideas that I have not covered. But Chit Chats, to my knowledge, I've not used it, is one of the better ways for Canadian sellers to reduce their shipping costs to the US. Okay? So here is a great, I love this because this lets you play around so that you can put in a US postal code. I guess it's like going to, United States. So here's my zip code, I'm 21224. Okay. And let's say that seller is Ontario. They're on the metric system. I don't know what grams are in ounces, but let's see. 683. And that, I believe, is a much better rate than if they were to just go to their post office and ship it to us direct, or even using District themselves. I'm not entirely sure. What I'm not entirely sure is I believe that you have to drop off your packages at different Chit Chat drop-off locations. As you can see, there's only a limited number of locations, so this might not be accessible to all of our Canadian sellers. So if there is something else that our Canadian sellers have learned that helps reduce the cost of shipping so that they can not have a barrier to creating relationships with US buyers, I would love to hear it. I'm gonna see if there's anything. Grams to an ounce. 28.4. That's a huge package. 28 ounces, that means it's a pound, it's almost 2 pounds. Wow, okay, and that was 683. That's incredible. Okay, so again, guys, if you are a seller or or someone who wants to be a seller, this is in our onboarding information, which is linked in our seller support chat, which is linked in the Start Here chats. You can always message, you can always be like, hey, I heard there's a video, can I watch it? Oh, 28 grams and 1 ounce. Oh, okay. So that was like 3 ounces then. About 3 ounces. No, like 4 ounces. Like 4 ounces for 683. Okay. Kristen and I are mathing. Kristen and I would have been in like calculus, like, what's the answer? How do you do that? Okay, so back to the focus. This is a presentation that, of course, was not perfect. I would love to create something that is much more succinct for you guys. Again, I do have some videos in the onboarding. We will do this periodically. You know, a lot of times you guys might see the same stuff from me because we've grown and I just want to cover things again. But again, our goal is to create a cross-border community. And I will share that according to district, we can buy and we can sell New Zealand and Australia. I have not encountered a buyer or a seller from either country. But if you guys know somebody, if you know somebody in Australia, let them know that they can join. Pirate Ship is going to be most likely as a seller to Australia, the best bet for us to get reduced cost shipping for them as well. I don't know what's available in Australia and New Zealand to ship to the US, so that's just more knowledge. But how cool would it be if we became a worldwide jewelry selling platform, much like eBay, where you can sell worldwide. And yeah, that just makes me really excited. I mean, we could be shopping the streets of Paris here on Mrs. Jewelry Addicts. That's awesome, Diana. About how much did it cost you to ship to Australia? I'm going to guess it was like $20. Probably like $17 under a pound, probably maybe $18, something like that. But again, all of these costs, they fluctuate and they change based on how much fuel costs and also based on just like the different partnerships that companies are making, you know. So it could go down in the future, it could go up, unfortunately. About $18, that makes sense, yeah. Totally makes sense. I don't know how we have 32 live viewers. I must have popped on YouTube. Welcome in, guys. Holy bananas. A Juliana brooch, yes. So I am, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm positive Pollyanna, and I'm a big believer in manifestation. And you know, the vision I have about being a worldwide platform is that, you know, there's people around the world that like, they know what they're looking for, but they can't find it. They can only find it online. So a Juliana brooch, a Schiaparelli necklace, a 1985 Chanel necklace, like these amazing things. Like, can we become the platform that provides that worldwide? And I see it. It's going to take time. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be next month. But what matters is that we are rowing down the river, right? And the current is taking us where it's supposed to go. So with all that said, I have been chatting with you guys over an hour. That was delightful. I'm going to see you again on Friday to announce our weekend live sellers. We have a ton of live sellers today. So let me close out with who has scheduled a live sale. Go to the marketplaces. Living Bliss Vintage, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see. That is the whole platform. Okay, here we go. So you guys can always go to our homepage and see what's happening and what is about to happen. So Hints of Violet, she is our next sale, 6/20 today. Jay is back today at 8:30. Kristen, so Kristen, let me message you. I'm going to reduce your commission. Congratulations for today at 9 p.m. So sell. Tomorrow we have Eden Joy Coach bags. Oh shoot, I have to tune into that one. Tomorrow at 4. Jennifer, I don't know if I've seen Jennifer before. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Jamie of Flippin' Boutiques is back tomorrow at 8 p.m. And then, Friday morning is my founder's chat at 10:30 a.m. and I will be announcing our weekend live sellers. So I appreciate you guys. You will see more from me in the chat based on all of this that I shared. I'm trying to think what else. There's always more to talk about. I'm going to wait until Friday. I don't like the sound of Coach, not one bit. I know, right? That means you're going to go buy it. I've been looking. I've had so many vintage Coach bags, and I've sold them over the years. It's okay. I might have to buy myself one. I remember I found such a lovely black 80s turnkey Bonnie Cashin style. Bonnie Cashin is a designer. She's a vintage clothing designer, but she was one of the early designers of Coach. And she created that like turnkey to like open and close the bag. Anyway, found it for $5 in 2010, and I sold it. Regrets, deep regrets. But it's okay. You can always find it again. You just might not get it for $5. That's the thing. It just might not be $5. It's 15 years later. Prices have changed. Kristen! Kristen and I are the same. Kristen and I were like, yeah, I need grocery money this week. I'm going to sell my $5 Coach bag. Hi, Cherie. Cherie's had one too. Or Cherie loves vintage Coach. Yeah, it's been really nice. It has been really nice to see vintage Coach, like, sorry, I'm not talking to you. To see it come into retail pricing, right, where 6-7 years ago you weren't able to sell a vintage Coach bag for over $100. It was probably more like $50, honestly, and now it's like $70, $75, $80, $100, depending on the style and how good of condition it is and the color and all of the things. Dooney and Bourke, same thing. Dooney and Bourke was not that cool like 10 years ago, and now it's like super cool, and I'm always thinking to myself, like, what's next? Like, what trend? I'm trying to think, like, what trend maybe, Chanel bags are always cool, but like maybe some of the wacky 80 bags are going to come back, like the ones that are like multicolored and like snakeskin. Like, they've had a moment, but I feel like they haven't had a moment. So you guys can always sell handbags here. We are vintage jewelry addicts, but I like the size-free accessories so that our sellers, who are sellers of other things, they have more room here to sell. NAS bags. I do not know what NAS bags are. I'm going to have to look that up. I had the Coach black crossbody with the turnkey closure. Yep. And it's just like such a great, like, it works for everything. The bag I've been using, I use it all the time. It's a Italian brand. Leather, Luana, Italy. I grabbed this one at a resale store for about $65, and I am obsessed. So handy. So I use this one, and you can actually take the straps off. So sweet fancy Moses. NAS bags. I will have to look up NAS bags. This is the part of the live where I'm tired and dehydrated. Oh, and yes, Cherie. Yes, this is what I was talking about. Cherie to the day. Guys, I can't talk. Cherie saved the day. Are these going to pop? So do you guys see the prices? They're all like 50 or less. I mean, that one's really pretty. That one's 75. But are these going to pop and become over $100 bags? I don't know. But these are really cool. I think they're cool. But I'm a millennial, so the 80s was vintage to me, right? Now with Gen Z, the O's is vintage, and 90s is 90s was always kind of vintage to me as well, but now it's really vintage. So blasphemy. All right, guys, I got to go. Congratulations in advance to our sellers today, and I will see you again on Friday to announce the weekend live sellers. All right, y'all. Mwah.